to hear. Oh my God, there's that screech again. That screech, like, oh, I love it. Hello everyone, welcome back to CF Reacts. My name is Casper. I've been a brand manager for around 6 years, going on my 7th, and today we are jumping back into Morisette. We got a lot of comments saying that I should check out her Never Enough cover to hear her sing in English, and I'm very interested to hear her sing English. So this is the one I found live on Wish once again. So as you guys pointed out, that there are obviously background vocals on these Wish on these Wish shows, which is what I could hear in the previous video. If you haven't checked that out yet, you can go. It's like in one of these corners somewhere. You can go check that out here. But it is actually live, which just makes Morissette's voice even more incredible. I'm very, very excited to dive in. So without further ado, actually, we're going to go with a little disclaimer first. So per usual, we're going to go through this. There will be pauses. And then I will take advantage of my limited musical knowledge to actually, identify techniques or different approaches to her singing. Then after, we're going to talk about branding. And I got some very, very useful comments that was telling me kind of about how, she's handling her fame and how she's approaching everything management-wise, which is really great. So yeah, without further ado, let's listen to some more Morissette. Roadshow. She seems a little nervous here.
I'm trying to hold my breath.
Wish 1075.
Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream with me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing?
Okay, just first of all, I was expecting an accent, and I don't really hear one. Like I guess, well, I do hear an accent, but not the one I was expecting. Her lower reg is like getting louder now, like that down there. That's so clean. Like this breathy approach she has to the start of these songs, like she did in the other. I don't remember what it was called because it was not in English, but like that one. But yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm a little sad that Wish put their like trademark right in the middle of her vocal. I feel like you could have put that before or after. I understand why, to avoid it being pirated, but wow, such a pretty voice.
Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough.
Okay, interesting approach. So she decides to switch into this falsetto head voice on the never be enough, like going on to the ne instead of having that in a full chest voice. She actually jumps into her head falsetto register here, which is, fair game. I am thinking that later on in the song she's probably gonna be full on belting that. I was like, this is unrelated, but I just saw her eyes are really pretty. Look at that. Damn, they're like almost like cartoon like, if that makes sense. Wow, that's I didn't notice that the last time. That's yeah.
Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, and it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me.
Nice.
Never.
Wow, and she has so, like, oh my god, these artists, like, especially Morissette is one of those artists that just has such control over her voice. You can hear it in the vibrato she adds so spontaneously, like the never. So she adds the on the earth. That's very, 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 very cool. I love when singers like maybe not spontaneously. Spontaneously is probably the wrong word to use here. But the way she applies her vibrato into her vocals on certain point and aspects of the song to underline kind of the tone we're going for is really, really well. She definitely has insane control, and I love it when they smile when they sing, because it just brings out such like more of a natural sound when you're like singing aloud and smiling, and it also shows just how much she's enjoying it. That's a really great. It's also a really, really good point on branding, because if you are comfortable on stage, if you're looking comfortable on stage and you're smiling and singing, then sky's the limit for you.
Never, 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 never for me, never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me.
Wow. To hear, oh my God, there's that screech again. That screech, like, oh, I love it. She's so good at that. I was just about to comment on it, that you can hear it at the end of these higher vocals. She actually adds a little of that screech from the previous one, and now she's just showing that control. It's so good. It's almost like a controlled voice crack. I'm sure there's some kind of like term for it, but yeah, it's like a controlled voice crack, and it sounds so good. Also, she decides to go on the meh instead of the me, which is also done in the original from The Greatest Showman. But it does make it more manageable for that, like that. Just has that really just powerful sound to it, and she is still adding these vibrato parts to the relevant. But like she's not overdoing it, because obviously she could go full on opera and just add vibrato to every single note she's doing, but she's actually controlling it to a point where it's only on the bigger notes that she does it, which is really nice.
Shine with 1,000 spotlights. All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough.
And she's using
Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands can hold the world, and it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me.
she's adding a little bit of this vocal grit to some of these notes, which is perfect. And now finally, because now the song is getting a little more powerful. You can see her hand gesture. She says, you can see her at the start of the song, she's holding the table with one and still doing these hand gestures. And then when we come down to the later on, she's now going like pushing out the note with her hand like this, which is something that also shows like the engagement with the music from the artist, which is a great thing with stage presence. But it actually also helps you to kind of remember where to put the pressure on the note, where to support and stuff like that. So if you're doing this like Lissandra up, where you're having this, where you add the vibrato at the end, and she is pushing that note forward, right? And just, I love it when artists get into it. She's just closing her eyes, feeling the music, and letting the hands and the voice talk for her. It's crazy cool.
As we steal from the night sky will never
See that?
be enough.
Never, like pushing the note forward.
Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands can hold the world, and it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me.
And here, because in the original, she just goes, never enough. So she does end back on that original, but Morissette just showing her vocal agility by just, belting that like it's no problem, putting vibrato on it, no problem. Wow, her range is insane.
For me, for me.
Wish exclusive. Exclusive
Oh.
on Wish 1075.
Damn. Why, dude? Why did they like that? That's kind of sad that Wish decided to do that with that like, you know, soft lead at the end there.
Wish
Like the for me. Why didn't they? Look how low that is. Is that the YouTube video, or did they actually do that? That's kind of sad. But my goodness, she just jumps up like that. I want to hear it again. And this is why you can also just like really tell that she has control. Like this note is high, like obviously it's a high note, but she does not have any problem controlling the note, because usually if you're at the top of your entire vocal range, like of your register, it's going to be very hard moving forward from the note that you're hitting. So let's say if your top register is like la, let's say that's la, that's the top register, like top note you can hit. It's going to be hard for you to do like la da 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 da, like where you add something after it and then go down, whereas they usually just go la and then you stop, because that's the top of your note. You can't really control it any more than that. So that's just the note, no vibrato, no anything, you just hold it. Not only is she adding vibrato to this, showing the control, but she actually jumps down. I think it's something like a note or a half step or something like that, showing just how much control she has. You know, just jumping like that. Just to show that, yeah, I got this. This note is nothing for me. I'm so angry they lowered her voice at the last one, because that's like when the chill factor comes in, you know, this for me, and then on the piano. That's when, like, you know, after just, you know, like witnessing her higher vocals in this, and then you get the chill factor after, right? It's a perfect ending. I'm very sad that Wish decided to lower her voice and then put their trademark in there, but you know, maybe that's how the radio business work. I don't work in that business, so yeah. Okay.
Exclusive on Wish 1075.
And look at her. Oh, she's so happy. I wonder if, like, is this Wish radio show only for like them singing, or do they actually like talk to them? Because I'd love to see an interview with her or something like that. That'd be really cool. I want to take a look a little about her styling here. So it looks very casual. Looks like this is something she just like that she, you know, like would actually wear, not something that's being given to her, said like, you were going on the show, wear this. She looks comfortable. I wonder, yeah, there's a poster of her in the back. I didn't even notice. I was I was so focused on her and her vocals, I didn't even see there's a huge poster of her. What does that say? Morissette made Dubai. Okay, maybe she's a city constructor as well. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, okay, let's talk a little bit about branding. So last time I was kind of asking the questions if, like, has she broken through to the West? Is she interested in breaking through to the West? What is she kind of doing for management style? Is she signed to a label and whatnot? A lot of the comments said that she's not signed to a label, that she has made her own label, and that, you know, that she has been branded the Phoenix of Asia, the Asia's Phoenix, or something like that, which is just phenomenal. Like, as I said in the last time, that's gonna make my job as a brand manager way easier if I was representing her, because a lot of the work goes into name recognition and brand value. And when you have Morissette performing on these huge radio shows and looks like headlining a show in Dubai, maybe, I'm not really sure what that poster in the back is. It looks like it's something, because I see the Wish logo like right here. So maybe it's something like that. I'm also wondering, what is that in the background? Where's this studio located? Does that says uncle of something? Can't actually tell what that says. Jungle uncle? I don't know. Yeah, okay, anyway. She looks comfortable and she sounds great, which is amazing, because you have these artists that even on a radio show like this will go fully styled, blimped out, which takes away kind of the humanity aspect of the artist, whereas Morissette looks like that she actually, like, let's say this shirt is actually in her closet, and you know, that brings the factor to when you hear her vocals, she sounds like this superstar, which, you know, obviously she is. Having a name like the Phoenix of Asia is not something that comes lightly, but it also puts that humanity aspect, because something we can very easily forget is that these people, like, that are on screen here, the content creators we're watching and stuff like that, are actually human beings too. And that is something that maybe comes in to, for example, from some of the people that I represent. People tend to forget that when you're leaving comments or when you are talking about them, that they are actually people too, because they are all like blimped out. Like, for example, when we were shooting Volume 3 for the Bass Gang, we had the boys in you know, makeup and costumes, dressed as the Disney characters they were representing. representing. A lot of people tended to hate on certain aspects of those artists because they tend to forget that these are just boys making music. They are actually human beings. So that's why you should be wary of what you comment. And the same effect here with Morissette is that instead of her, like, let's say, because she has every right to, for example, if she wants to go on a radio show, get totally blimped out, big prom dress, like, fully blimped out, which then puts her kind of on a pedestal, whereas you're like, okay, this is like the queen, all power to you. But I really, really like the fact that she went just in her t-shirt, if that makes sense. It sounds really weird, but it is actually a really, really big part of branding, is how the influencers or the singers or the performers actually present themselves when they are on such a big public forum, for example, as Wish. Now, taking away all the visual aspect, I don't think we need to talk like anything about her vocals, because they are just insane. Like, especially that this is live. Like, singing like this live is not easy, and hitting the notes so controlled, like, just amazing. Like, just insane. I wonder, the thing about, because like the thing about seeing these on YouTube and stuff like that and listening to it on the radio, it's nice and you get the feel, but it's nothing like I can imagine seeing Morissette live must be an absolutely incredible experience. I hope she comes to Europe sometime. That'd be really cool. Go out and check her out. To see how she kind of performs, because all like so far I have only seen her in a chair singing like this, looking comfortable. I'd love to see what her like on a stage would be, because like, for example, between her and Sohyang, both phenomenal vocalists from Asia, we can see Sohyang has more, like, I've only seen her in this gospel stage presence, but I would love to see them switch around. So what does Sohyang look like when she is just chilling, sitting in a chair and singing and performing in a radio show or whatever, whereas what is Morissette gonna do with stage presence? Because she looks like she has the right elements with the hand gestures and the closed eyes and the microphone control I talked about last time. When she hits these higher notes, she tends to go away from the microphone like this, so you get the la. So when you hit that, you put your head away not to peak the mic. I would love to see that. So if you guys have any live performances of Morissette and like studio performances of Sohyang, please let me know. You can also suggest that over on Patreon. Speaking of that, you can actually support me as a content creator on Patreon. It is the best way to do so. I already have a bunch of really cool people over here that are already supporting me. So yeah, if you want to check that out, do so via the link in the description. If you enjoy a cappella music, I actually have a music channel where I do a cappella music. That means music without instruments, just my voice. You can check that out in one of these corners here or in the link in the description. Other than that, I want to say thank you so very much for watching, and let me know which Morissette, Sohyang, Dimash, Bass Gang, Home Free Voice Play video you want me to react to. Next time, we're doing a new artist poll over on Patreon, so if you want to influence what I see, you can do that over there. Anyway, other than that, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and thanks for the recent support, and yeah, have a good day. I'll see you next time.